Rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Tonight, interleague baseball, the first of three between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training. Entering this one with a batting average over 300. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, Matt, the bats have just gone cold. There's no other way to put it. I mean, the last 3 or 4 games, they've really struggled to score runs. I'm interested in seeing how do they turn that around in this game, because the nucleus of this club and this lineup, they should be scoring runs.
Judge has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Third, first baseman.
Here's Matt Carpenter. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt.
That's 4.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Tigers nothing, Yankees coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's a guy who's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Here's a high pop-up. Calling for it, Jerko. And that's the 3rd out. Stepping in, Rendell Grichuk. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Judge is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And I'm looking at Aaron Hicks. Now, yes, he can go get the ball with the best of them. I've watched him make great plays over his head, ranging to the right or the left. But, man, can he throw. And he threw a ball a few years back. That was one of the best throws I've ever seen. And that there put him on the map.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. At the plate, Matt Adams. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Starlin Castro. His career line against Wainwright, and even 10 hits in 40 tries. Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Cardinals. And these guys can really defend. All you got to do is look at the error column. They're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. They don't beat themselves very often. You're going to have to earn it to beat them.
Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7th.
Stepping into the box, Matt Holliday. They're trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hard ground ball to third. Peralta's up with it. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Here's Johnny Peralta now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. In the air now, out to right field. Judge is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Tommy Pham. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Chase Headley. His career line against Wainwright, 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Dribbled to the right side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 9th. Center fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Played on the backhand. And the toss goes to Wainwright at the bag for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-2 from Wainwright. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left. Ready for another chance. Aledmus Diaz back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Striding in once again, Matt Carpenter comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Fair to say, Oh, my goodness. These folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit ball to short. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. Digging in to try it again, Greg Bird. He popped out in his first trip. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, out, 3, and they turn the double play.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
So coming to the plate, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard to short, backhanded, and he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw, and that'll be scored an infield single. Into the box, Didi Gregorius. And this is fouled back and out of play. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That's a foul ball. Another 0-2 now from Wainwright. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, that's a heck of an at-bat. He got himself down early, 0-2, fights off a couple more pitches, gets to the 5th pitch of the at-bat, and gets a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Matt Holliday. He grounds it sharply to third. Picked up by Peralta. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. So striding in, Rendell Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sanchez has a play. 1 away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Striding into the box, Jed Jerko comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, this guy's got good stuff. He held him to no hits for a long time. To get a little dribble or start your offense going, though, that's a positive, believe it or not. Finally in the hit column.
In there, a base hit.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
Stepping in now, Johnny Peralta. Back up the middle. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Cards leave 1. Halfway home, still no score. Now at the plate, Chase Headley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pops this one up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Aaron Hicks. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Fowler, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box now, Brett Gardner. And that gets him on the mound. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
The 1-2 from Wainwright. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from the Bronx after this. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lined hard toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Right fielder, Tommy.
Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well. But that...
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Pham rounds the corner and is headed home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Dexter Fowler. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Castro will put this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Bird is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright. A little bouncer. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
First baseman number 33, Greg Bird.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Here's a drive out to left center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Starlin Castro. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Weak roller right side. Carpenter scoops it up. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Here's Randall Grichuk. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Again, a 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. This pitch is popped up. And Headley will look this one in for round number 2.
Now batting, designated
Here's
hitter,
Matt Adams now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now Adams a little too quick on that one as this is pulled foul into the seats down the right side. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And this is fouled at the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. On to first is Peralta, 1 away here.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Here's Chase Headley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Wainwright ready. The 1-1. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Aaron Hicks.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Aaron Hicks. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Wainwright into the windup, ready with the 1-1 pitch. A weak chopper up the line. To his left, Carpenter, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright, and he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Here's Johnny Peralta now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Gardner there to put it away for the first out.
The batter, number 4, catcher.
Digging in to
Molina.
try it again. Yadier Molina 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Yadier Molina goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hicks is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Yankees 0. Here's Brett Gardner now, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now batting, right fielder
Here's big Aaron Judge. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Diaz brings it in. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Striding in once again, Aledmus Diaz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Center fielder number 25.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
Fowler.
Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter. Into the stands. He got it. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching. Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding in this one. I mean, we talked about his dominance throughout the game, and he allowed only 1 run. So to me, there's no doubt he was the story here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. New York secured their 10th victory of the season. From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. CC Sabathia will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's one of these guys that's going to battle. He sticks around the game long enough where you pick up a win like he did last outing. Only giving up 1 run, but he stayed in the game and he got the W. Maybe we'll see that type of performance from him today because he's that type of pitcher.
And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2. Hit on the ground to third. Headley's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm looking for a big performance from the milkman, Melky Cabrera. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Squared that one up just a little late.
I don't know what he was looking for right there, but man, he got a piece of that changeup, was able to foul it off, but that's a ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Nothing in the White Sox half of the first. The Yankees with their first set of swings. Coming up next on MLB Network. Miguel Gonzalez gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game. And that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a chance to win.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Chopped weakly to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And he misses again, ball 3. And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
They played good ball yesterday and pulled off a W. Let's see if they're able to keep that momentum going, play good again this one, and win another game.
Lifted into center field. Borges will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Here's Todd Frazier now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. I'm looking down there, shortstop, Didi Gregorius. I love how this guy defends. You know, coming to New York and replacing Derek Jeter, that's a lot of pressure. But I knew he could handle it when I had a conversation with Brandon Phillips, and he told me he's got the best hands he played with when he was with the Reds.
Stepping up now, Giovanni Soto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now, Starlin Castro. Lifetime against this particular arm. 1 for 6. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
That ball's inside, and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plan's to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Striding forward for his first chance, Didi Gregorius. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now here's a shot out to right center field. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board, so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in, or if they sit back, get the easy ground ball, and you pick up the first run of the game. But it's all set up with those back-to-back singles, and now you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of the inning.
Into the box, Matt Holliday. Here's the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit hard back up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to first. And how about that double play?
Wow. Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Now in the box, Chase Headley. His career numbers in this matchup, 0 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Borges is there, and that's the third out. 1 left for the. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Still far too early for any semblance of a race to take shape, but we'll give you a look anyways at our standings here in April. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Lifted the other way to left center. Cabrera's there. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is foul tip straight into Soto's glove as he holds on to record the punch out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Grounded to first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Gardner. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Fielder number 53, Melky Cabrera.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Gregorius onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. Hit hard to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. It remains 0-0. Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia ranging back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Greg Bird. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He pulls this one into right. Garcia is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In now, Starlin Castro. He grounds it sharply to third. Frazier is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Standing in, Todd Frazier. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Laurie. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Gardner. Gone!
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So here is Avisail Garcia. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. To 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. Middle of the night at Yankee Stadium. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Striding in once again, Didi Gregorius, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Here's a drive out to left center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Well, that's a nice hit. We're right back where we started with that RBI base hit. The game is tied.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cabrera's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Moncada has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's Sabathia on 1-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in once again, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And a fastball just a bit high. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked. Here's Brett Gardner now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy. And obviously, it's working so far. And the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here comes the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. Borges is right there, 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Gary Sanchez.
Ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Greg Bird. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Into the box, Starlin Castro.
He swings and grounds it to short. Anderson picks it up,
and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here in the Bronx. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Here's Melky Cabrera. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Judge is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Todd Frazier. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And another foul ball. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's Didi Gregorius. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Cabrera's there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter, Matt Holliday.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Holliday. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Here's Chase Headley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. This one's flared out toward left. Frazier into shallow left, and that's the 3rd out. So nothing happening this time around. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brett Laurie. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 1-1. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Castro's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The catcher, number
1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Another 1-2 delivery. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Striding in once again, Avisail Garcia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Dylan Betances will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he missed with the slurve, so it goes to 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's got himself.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. Cody Ashe is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
A defensive change for the White Sox. Now playing right field.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Standing in now, Aaron Judge. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The left fielder, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Chopped in front of home plate. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. The beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from right here in the Big Apple. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Digging in to try it again, Melky Cabrera. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however.
The first baseman, number 7.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 2 for 4. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The 1-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! A solo shot here to left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really put together a commanding pitching performance out there. Ended up tallying 12 strikeouts, and more importantly, he gave his team a great chance to earn the victory.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Dylan Betances gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Luis Severino, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, they really need Melky to turn it around a bit. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Melky Cabrera. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You talk about a pitcher's umpire. If you're working both sides,
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Nothing in the White Sox half of the first. The Yankees with their first set of swings. Coming up next on MLB Network. Corey Lupke, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, his last outing was curious to me. That's the word I'll use, is curious, because if you go 5 innings, you get that 5 and bail, right? Well, he went 5 innings. But then he got the loss. He just wasn't able to go further. I think he's got to give them a little more distance and be able to execute his pitches early on a little bit better in this game.
And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Well, they're coming off a tough loss. I mean, they played pretty good ball. They just lost by 1 run. But, you know, you look back at it, those are the ones that eat you up, those 1-run loss games.
Hit in the air to center field. Therefore, it is Borges, and he's got it for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's the key for them tonight, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a hitter's ballpark. I mean, you hit the ground ball, it's going to go through because the infield is fast, but it's the ball up in the zone. If you touch it, it's going to carry. So why not be aggressive? Look for that ball up and let it fly.
Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
That's a pitch to build on right there. In this ballpark, the ball's flying. You want to keep the ball down. That was excellent.
This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Cabrera. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's a good sign, him getting a base hit. He's been struggling quite a bit. He's in the 2-hole, going to get some good pitches to hit. Maybe this is the start of him getting hot.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
From the stretch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Into the box, Chris Carter. Now Carter with a big swing as he lifts this one high in the air out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 2nd home run early in the year. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
In now, Matt Holliday. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Now a snap move over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. 2nd inning coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Here's Todd Frazier now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Brett Laurie. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 6th.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. At the plate, Starlin Castro. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training. Entering this one with a batting average over 300. Swinging a soft liner. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down, a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the 2nd inning.
Well, here we are with the leadoff hit in the 2nd, and the pitcher really struggled in the 1st inning. So you got to be a little bit concerned. The stuff just doesn't look like it's there today.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Cabrera, and he puts it away for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Well, let's take a look at the White Sox defense, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Yohan Moncada. When this guy was coming out of Cuba and working out, every team was there trying to sign him. But he is a special talent. Big for his size. Big guy. Playing 2nd base and can play a little 3rd as well. But the switch hitter's got some pop. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. The Yanks leave 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Here's Peter Borges standing in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. And he struck him out as well, so the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Kevin Smith. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 2-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Still far too early for any semblance of a race to take shape, but we'll give you a look anyways at our standings here in April. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner. He reached on a single in his first try. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He's got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Ready with the 2-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Matt Holliday standing in now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Borges is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yanks strand a pair as they're unable. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. That's lifted the other way out to left. There to take it is Gardner, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 79.
Striding in once again, Jose Abreu comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Starlin Castro, a base hit in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, that was a nice swing in that opposite field base hit. Hey, he's using the whole field. He's off to a great start. If he stays like this could be a monster year for him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. There to take it is Borges. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in for his second at bat, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here it comes on 1-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Line towards center field. Borges is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Chase Headley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, you went right after him with the 3-2 fastball. That's what you're going to do with guys that are struggling. This time, he just beat you.
Aaron.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Here's Todd Frazier now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Designated hitter.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And this is fouled at the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ooh, he saws him off with that. That one. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Carter now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Borges. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add. So here is Avisail Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
There to take it is Gregorius for the first out.
Center fielder number 44, Peter Borges.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. No runs, no hits. 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Had to sit back. Back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In comes Judge. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Zach Putnam enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57.
Digging in and looking for more, Starlin Castro. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. High in the air out towards shallow right. Garcia has a read on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And he will make the play out. There, and there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Aaron Hicks. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. And into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Left fielder number 50.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, well, right here's where your catcher comes out and says, take a pause, it's okay, and get him refocused, because you don't want the game to spin out of hand now. And he pitched great early, but he's got to finish it off now.
Striding in once again, Jose Abreu. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Todd Frazier. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. The 3-2 one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, right fielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Shot to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Oh, what an effort. Line drive over the third baseman's head, but did you see how high he got off the ground? What an effort to try to grab that ball.
In now, Brett Gardner. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Judge is on his way home. The relay, and they're not going to get Gardner. He's in there with a triple.
That's the difference between average and good hitters. Good hitters almost always take advantage of RBI opportunities when they present themselves. He does it here, and the lead is now 4.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Chris Carter will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Borges. And that retires the side. But an RBI triple gets the Yankees a run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Ready for another shot now, Brett Lawrie. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brett Lawrie goes quietly to lead off the 8th. Nope, high, 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. Here it comes. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Hey, one of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Center fielder number
ready once
44.
again, Peter Borges. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now. Tommy Kingley is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Tommy
Matt Holliday standing in now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
That's just really good hitting. Look, I like the decision. 3-2 changeup. Most guys are not going to hit that ball. He located and made his pitch, but he just got beat by a good hitter.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, you're not always going to hit the good pitches. You hit the mistakes. And that one hung up there, a mistake. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box, Chase Headley. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Ready for another chance? Aaron Judge. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Here's Brett Gardner now, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High pop up. Anderson is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox, and it's all New York. 6-0 Yanks. Kevin Smith will be next. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Three and 1. Here it is. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. This one's down to 3rd. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Here's Melky Cabrera. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings?
From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jonathan Neese, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency. 3-2 count, and he gets a base hit. That's a nice hit if you want to be the leadoff guy. Work the count, and then get a pitch to hit and drive it in for a base hit. Nice job.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Darryl Parker, you know what I see with him, Matt? He's basic. You know, he's a guy that calling balls on the corners is not really his strength. He's going to stay right in the middle. Fundamental Darryl. Here it is. That was a good pitch, good call. I'm going to be safe. That's him.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
First baseman.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. The average for a minute in play sits down in the 250s. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame. Here's Todd Frazier now. He was hitless in the shutout last night. And that swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Well, Matt, it's imperative right there. Put the ball in play in that situation. He does it, gets a ground ball, drives in the run. Everything's working out right now.
Standing in now, Brett Lawrie. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The 0-2 once more. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. And the White Sox are out in front, 2-0. James Shields will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. A moment now from Yankee Stadium to take a look at Joe Girardi's starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Well, you come in and you realize, man, we're already down 2. What do? You play within yourself. We get a leadoff guy on. The next man moves him up or moves him over. Then our middle guys, maybe we hit a big bop to get in it. You don't have to go get 2 runs this inning. Just get 1. Keep chipping away and giving yourself a chance.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, center fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Shields is ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail things here 2-0. So here is Avisaíl Garcia. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start moving into a week of solid baseball, that's a club starting to come together, and I'm looking at one right now. All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, They are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Center fielder number 44.
At the plate, Peter Borges. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, it couldn't have worked out any better. The nine-hitter gets a single and moves the lead runner to third. Now you're first and third, and here comes the top of the order.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Judge sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it up.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Melky Cabrera. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Into the box now, Manny Machado. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Line drive to center field. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Well, a leadoff single right here in the second inning. This is a good sign. Maybe this is how they get right back in the game, being already down a couple runs early.
Into the box, Starlin Castro as he lifts it in the air to right field. Garcia has a read on it, 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Well, let's take a look at the White Sox defense brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down at first base at the big Cuban, Jose Abreu. You talk about a fuss over a private workout. He had everybody in baseball wanting to sign this guy. And years later, we know why.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Machado rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull. And he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
In now, Greg Bird. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
In is Curtis Granderson.
Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's got 8 hits in 67 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Shields pauses. 2-2 on its way home. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. And the count holds at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And another foul ball.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
The 2-2 one more time. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another try at 2-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Garcia to the track. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 3-run homer here for Curtis Granderson, number 296 in his career. And they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run. But it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cabrera going back, still going back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Standing in now, Brett Gardner. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a true indicator. He's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Here's another 1-2. On the ground near home, but it gets foul. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. One and one, here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. One out here in the Chi Sox third. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Digging in to try it again, Brett Laurie. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 14. Second
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. Skied into very shallow right. Garcia is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and it remains 5-2. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Up next for Chicago.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Judge looks up. Gone!
Yeah, after this blast, the third home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Peter Borges. He reached on a single in his first try. Fastball called strike, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. White Sox able to draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the White Sox 3. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Borges. 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Striding in once again, Didi Gregorius. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Hit to short. Anderson picks it up. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting,
Stepping into the box, Greg Bird. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. A hit in 2 tries so far. Line drive to left. Gardner is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Left fielder number 53.
Digging in once again, Melky Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Popped up. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 7.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. He hit a sac fly earlier. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 1-2, here it comes. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Cue shot here out toward short. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
2 strikes on him, and he flips one out in the center field. You couldn't have thrown that any better.
Number 11, Brett Gardner.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And that's in there, base hit.
That ball is above the zone. He got his hands on top of it. The old tomahawk. They got a base hit out of it.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. In now, Giancarlo Stanton. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
From the belt, the pitch, swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So striding in, Manny Machado, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Shields pauses. 2-1 on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Now another 2-2. A swing and a foul tip, but held onto behind the plate, and they're going to get out of danger here as the strikeout will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in to try it again, Brett Laurie. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giovanni Soto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready with another 2-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Castro is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're still down 5-3. Jake Petrichka enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Again a 1-2. Line drive to center field. Borges is right there, 1 down.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but, man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Number 33, Greg Bird.
Standing in now, Greg Bird. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The 2-1 now to Granderson. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Weak chopper up the line. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, and it remains 5-3. Digging in and looking for more, Avisail Garcia. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Another full count pitch home. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 2-2 offering. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Zach Putnam gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Striding in once again, Brett Gardner. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's set. Here's the 3-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Borges. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Well, that pitch was up in the zone. Sometimes on a pitch like that, all you've got to do is just touch it. You can see he got the barrel up there, and because the height of the pitch, the ball's trajectory is going to carry out of the ballpark.
Ready with the 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. New York leads it 6-3. Digging in once again, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Brian Mitchell is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Ready for another shot now. Melky Cabrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Standing in, Jose Abreu. 0-for-2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. He spoils another one, and will do it again.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. It's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Tommy Kahnle is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another chance. Starlin Castro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hit down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. Here's another 2-2. Hit hard down the line. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Over to third, but it's thrown away.
Well, going to the pen, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up 1 hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Tap down the line. That winds up foul. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. I'll try to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Another try at 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate.
That is the 6th foul ball in this at bat. Now, to those who like to see a lot of pitches, he's doing it for you.
The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Castro is on his way home. Tap on another here as the runner scores from second. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
Baseman number 33, Greg Bird.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Cabrera. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw home. And Soto's tag will be applied too late. He's in there at home. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Curtis Granderson will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. On the move is Garcia. Makes the play, 1 away. Gregorius rounds the corner and is headed home. And now a triple play as he couldn't get back to the bag, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the White Sox back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. A little bouncer. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Ready once again, Brett Laurie. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The payoff pitch one more time. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Swing and a miss as he can't connect there, and now the Chi Sox are down to their final strike. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out. And that'll do it tonight for the White Sox.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
8-3. on one of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
On the ground up the middle, taken in by Gung. No problem here, 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Striding into the box, Aaron Judge. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, that was a nice swing and that opposite field base hit. Hey, he's using the whole field. He's off to a great start. If he stays like this could be a monster year for him.
Way in front of a great slider that time. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Well, Matt, Rusty Valentine. Don't you love that name, by the way? Hey, look, he likes to call tall zone. He's going to go up high, and he's going to call on the knees. On the corners, he's a little...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Standing in, Starling Marte. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. High pop-up. And this is taken in for out number 1. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. This guy stole over 40 bases last year, Matt. Over 40. That's a big number, especially in today's game when guys don't run a whole lot.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Gung. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Pirates. And I'm looking down there at the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. If you're tired, you better wake up because he's going to snap the ball back at you as the pitcher. He's going to make the game move and exciting. He's a throwback. Old school Cervelli.
Harold, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Well, this is one of those games you get excited for. You're playing well, you're back home, it's game 1 of a homestand, and you just want to get that momentum of playing so well and continue it right here at home.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Here's Brett Gardner now. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. Weekly hit towards first. Jaso has it, and he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and it's been a good start to the current campaign with the average up over 300 so far. Back up the middle, Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3. Here's Didi Gregorius. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 19, Masahiro.
Digging in now,
Tanaka.
Masahiro Tanaka. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. McCutchen is over, 2 gone.
The batter.
Here's Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Home half of the standing in, Phil Gosselin. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. 1-1, here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Now that's a nice base hit right there. Don't overlook this guy just because he's down at the bottom of the order. He's a pretty good hitter.
Cole.
Standing in now, Garrett Cole. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 1 here in the early going.